Hello everyone, we are the Detecting Smiths.
Mama and I are back here at an old home site for Mission. You hear all this music in the background. There's a little bit of a Mardi Gras parade just ended, and some of the floats are still coming by. Mama's still back here behind me. She's doing some detecting. You can see one of the floats coming by now. But I just got my first good signal down in here. Let's take a look at it. Looks like it's a part of an old valve of some kind. You can see the threads on it right in there, and there's like a ball down at the bottom of it there. That T-handle. Cool stuff. It rang up a smooth 93 on the Simplex. Let's see what else we can find down in here, guys.
1, 2, 3.
Alright guys, another float just came by us. Right down in this hole right here, I pulled this out. This looks like some kind of little latch off of a door. Maybe off of a chest or something. See the springs right down in there. Alright, this little old place right in here is littered with stuff. I don't know what it is, but I'm just basically using the pin pointer. There's just so many targets in here. Alright, I'll see if I find anything else. Alright, I'm going to try to get this in before another float comes by. Any of you know what this is? I know what this is, but do you know what this is? If you know what this is, I'll leave it down in the comments. This is pretty cool. Hadn't seen one of these in many years. Alright, or at least what this come off of. See you guys at the next signal. I just popped this little plug up right here and it rolled out right there. My first coin of the day, which it looks like it's going to be a memorial. Looks like it's going to be copper though. Alright, that's just a memorial. We're going to put it in the pouch. I was hoping it might have been a wheat, because we have found several wheat pennies out here on this place. Alright, see you guys at the next good signal. Alright guys, about 4 inches deep right down in there, underneath a root. I just pulled this out. It took me quite a little time to get it out of there. But check that out. Ford, made in the USA. I think that's cool. I don't know what it's off of, but it's old. I know that because it comes from underneath the root, right down in there. That's cool stuff right there, guys. This is why we do it. I'm sure you can see that. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Hey guys, JJ here. Just wanted to break in on this hunt just real briefly. If you guys remember, a while back we did our 500 subscriber giveaway. We gave away some shirts. One of the people who won one of the shirts was Mike over at South Carolina Relic Hunters. Now, Mike's been a great supporter of the Detecting Smiths ever since the beginning. And y'all head over and check out his channel. I'm going to put a link down in the description. South Carolina Relic Hunters. So look for that link in the description, and y'all could just head over and check him out. If you like what you see, which I'm pretty sure you will, give him a subscription there. So, but here, I'm going to let y'all look at Mike wearing his shirt that he sent us. Here you go. Now that's a cool looking shirt there. So if you guys are interested in a shirt, which we don't carry the color that Mike's wearing anymore. Now we're carrying a royal blue with a white logo, the gray with the black logo, and a khaki or sand color. I call it khaki. I think the shirt company calls it sand. So If you guys are interested in one of those, you can now email me. And the email is also down in the description, as well as the colors and the prices, I think, of our shirts. I know the prices are and the sizes. So if you guys are interested, get over there, email me, and we'll get that shirt out to you as soon as we possibly can. And we'll take payment via PayPal. So if you guys are interested, head over and check them out. Go over and check out Mike over at South Carolina Relic Hunters. I guarantee you he'll appreciate it. Now, back to the hunt.
It was laying like right there.
Alright, Mama just called me over. She thinks I'm trying to play tricks with her. She said she just found a wheat penny just laying on top of the ground. And sure enough, it wants to stay on top of the ground. It is super corroded too. Sorry guys if I keep taking y'all out of frame, but the way the sun is out here, I can't see my screen. There's a bad glare on it. I don't know what this is, what year it is. I know it's a wheat penny though. Alright, we'll give her a bath in some
Hands on it.
maybe put her in a little hydrogen peroxide or something whenever we get it to the house. Alright, Mama's on the board with the first wheat of the day. There you go, Mama. Alright, we'll see you guys at the next signal. Alright, guys. I don't know if I need to ground balance my machine again or what, but I just got a 99 signal in here that turned into an 85. I'm trying to find my brush. And I found looks like a green penny.
Y'all finding anything?
I just found a penny, Mr. Manny.
A key?
A penny.
Oh, a penny?
I think it may be a wheat penny. It's so crusty. It had a real green sheen to it. You know how them old pennies will turn green?
Yeah.
Look at that, the back of it. It's the best. You can't even see the back of it. It's just,
And my eyes.
yeah, that
My
thing's
eyes ain't too good.
crusty. Alright, Mama's calling me over. She's right here where the front door of this old house used to be. Oh, she found the doorknob. This house was torn down, I think maybe in the early 2000s. This is not a very old doorknob.
Yeah, but
It's a doorknob. She got something else in that hole.
Nail.
A nail. Alright, here you go, Mom.
Thank you.
What is that ring-shaped thing on top of that block?
I wasn't sure.
Is it metal?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a brass washer. Alright, we'll see you guys at the next signal. Alright guys, right down in here I kept getting a high tone squeak, a bunch of iron. I pulled about 3 nails out of there. I couldn't tell you what the number was. I'm just not paying attention to the numbers in this trashy area because the numbers don't tell me nothing. Because even though you got a good target in here, the numbers are all masked and messed up by the iron. But I just dug a penny right in here. I pulled it out. I laid it right up here. I looked at it and I could tell it's a wheat back. So, get it around here in the sun. See if I can brush it off and get a date. One of the guys who grew up here on this property lives right over here, right next door. Oh, 1921. I'm going to ask him if he wants to keep this penny, since he grew up here. A 1921 wheat penny. That's probably going to be the find of the day right there. Alright guys, if I don't see you at the next signal, see you at the wrap up. Okay, here is our hunt from this piece of property down in Pascagoula. We've been to this place a few times, maybe got a couple of recorded hunts from this place, but we've been hunting this place since before we started recording our hunts. But every time we go, we dig a ton of trash. There is our trash. I mean, all kinds of stuff. There's a doorknob Mama dug, and this giant piece of iron right here. I have no earthly idea what that is. Pieces out of the old fuse box right there. There used to be a seafood business there as well, and here's some weights, lead weights off. Looks like one old casting net. We did. I don't know what these things are, but I did find a few of these things, and boy, do they sound good on that AT Pro. And speaking of which, I started out this hunt with my Simplex, but I mean, I probably wasn't 30 minutes into the hunt, and all of a sudden my headphones unpaired from my machine, and I couldn't get them to pair back up, probably because I hadn't read the instructions. But I found out later that if you'll hit the little white button on the side where the little green U-shaped thing is, I couldn't tell you what the name of it is, but then you hit the plus and minus button on your machine, she'll pair right back up. So I wish I'd have read my instruction manual. I don't know what this is. This is neat. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be made out of lead. In amongst my digging, I did pick up some nice little pieces of, some old pieces of pottery, or china, not pottery, but china. Some neat stuff. I did find this old hubcap. I don't know why I put this up here, other than the fact that it's just cool. You don't necessarily see those anymore, even though it's a twist top. It was neat. And then this thing, a lot of people will know what that is. Some people will not know what that is. But that's like one of those viewfinder things, I believe, out of one of the old Viewmaster thingamabobs. You know what I'm talking about. This was cool. I really liked this piece. It's like the thing out of a valve. It's Victor, and it says patent, but I couldn't find a date on it. But that's really old. And then I found this little latch, maybe off of some sort of a cabinet, maybe a pie safe or something. And this, I didn't record this because I didn't know what it was until I got it home. And if you look, it broke. Let me get it back. It broke whenever I was cleaning it, but it went together like that. That is an old, if I can get it in the viewfinder here. That's an old handle or crank off of an old rod and reel. I thought that was really cool. It's real fragile. I'm scared to try to clean it much more to see if I can get a name off of it. But we did find some change. There's 3 dimes. We got 3 Zinkins. We got these 11 copper pennies. Now, every one of those, I believe, are from the 60s or 70s. Maybe one in the 80s. We was able to get these 4 wheat pennies, and the only way you can tell these 2 are wheat pennies is because of you can barely see right there on the back where it says 1 cent. It's a little difficult to tell. And then this one right here is the same way. This is the one, Mama found this one just laying on top of the ground. If you look at it, it says 1 cent. But flip that bad boy over, and I have yet to be able to get a date off of that thing. And then I had this one. It's a 1955 D. It's in pretty bad shape. I tried to clean it up a little bit. But the best one was this 1921. And that was in good shape. I mean, really good shape. But we didn't burn down the barn on this hunt, but we did enjoy ourselves, and we got out there and tried to find some stuff, but sometimes you don't get on all the good stuff every time. There again, we thank you guys for coming along with us. We thank you guys for learning with us, and we thank you for growing with us.